It's that time again, guys. We've got another vSeeBox smart media box. This time we're looking at the Elite Ultra from vSeeBox. This is the Elite Ultra 8 with dual band Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5, Android 12, and over-the-air updates. If I could open this. Now, the crazy thing is this has 128 gigabytes of built-in memory and 4 gigs of RAM. So it's going to be definitely a beefy machine for those who use it for more than just watching videos, perhaps playing games, things like that. This can support 6K with HDR, which is always nice to see, and they back it up with the H.256 HEVC support. So nice. Let's go ahead and open up the box itself. Take a look at what it looks like. Wow, this generation's looks really nice. Look at that. This is an all aluminum design. It looks like maybe no, the sides are aluminum too. All of this is aluminum, so it's very heat dissipative. Has a really nice chrome edge finish, and it feels very substantial. I really like that. Let's go ahead and peel these screen plastics off. We've got a TF memory card slot on the side, as well as a USB-A port. Looks like there's a USB 3 and a USB 2 port there, so you can plug your old drives into the USB 2 port, and maybe your M2 drives into the USB 3 port. On the back we have a LAN port, an AV port, so if you have the proper cables, you can use those composite component videos in terms of CRT monitors, I mean. That can be really useful for emulators, by the way. We have our optical audio out, HD out, and power. So all of that right here built into the box, as well as a screen in front. We have 2 antennas here for the Wi-Fi 6. Let's go ahead and look at what else is in the box, because I'm interested to see their remote and see if it's a new version or what, because it supports audio, which is awesome. And no, this is the remote I'm actually really kind of into. This is the one that I have, and it has the AI voice mode here, which is really awesome to see. They didn't do anything else to change the design, because I thought it was already really great. All that they did is add that audio or voice mode right there. Super, super useful. I'm a huge fan of this remote, especially that it has the mouse mode there, so you can switch between using it as a standard left-right button control to actually using it more like a mouse, which I think is really useful, because not all apps support TV mode support, right? So that lets you use pretty much any app you want. We have our adapter here, and because this is probably going to be on all the time, let's take a look at the power output. This is 5 volts at 2 amps. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, it could probably be powered by USB. That's how low that is. And then we have our HDMI adapter here. It's very nice of them to include an HDMI adapter. I would assume that anyone buying a TV box would already have them, but they wanted to make sure you have everything you need to get set up. So they do have a appropriately rated HDMI adapter to handle 6K, which is awesome to see. And then we've got our specs here. So let's go ahead and put this away and try it out, because the beauty of this product is what's on it, not necessarily just what's in it. Most of the time that's not the case. When we look at tech, we're like, the hardware on this is what's most important. While this is a very beefy box and has a ton of space on there with that 120 gig built-in ROM, the difference between vSeeBox and other companies is that they provide apps right off the get-go, and those apps let you access a ton of content, and a lot of it I can't even show you on YouTube because of restrictions and things like that. But I'm going to show you getting this set up and show you what it includes and what you can expect from the new vSeeBox Elite Ultra. All right, so we've plugged in the vSeeBox Elite Ultra, and the cool thing is because this is actually a complete Android device, I've actually plugged my touchscreen into this, so we can actually drag around and go up and down and do all that stuff with the touchscreen. So that's actually really cool just on its own. But anyway, back to the vSeeBox. You can see we've got all these standard things you would want. You have the Google Play Store, so you can get all of your standard apps. And then, of course, I recommend NordVPN, not because they're a sponsor. They actually turned me down and said I couldn't be a sponsor because I wasn't big enough. C'est la vie. So I actually bought my subscription, and I use it because it's the fastest one I found. But otherwise, you know, it is what it is. So if we go ahead and use this remote, we can go to the home screen, and then this is where all the cool stuff happens. So Heat Live, Heat Ultra, Heat VOD, VOD Ultra, and Backup by Heat are their flagship apps. This is where you're going to find everything you want to watch. If we go to VOD Ultra, for example, and open that up, and we've got all our movies and TV series right here. So if I, for example, go into TV, you'll see that everything is based off of what actual service they're on. So you can see we have all of these different services that you would expect. We can't show you everything here, obviously, because of copyright and things like that. But if we go into movies, we can see that we have just as many movies as well. So all through the service, if we go to Heat VOD, it's a very similar experience. I feel like it's going a little slow today, but it might be my internet. And we have the same thing. We have movies, TV series, except this time the TV shows are sorted by genre. So that makes it a lot easier to find what you're looking for. But again, I can't really show you these. Then, of course, we have our live channels. If we go ahead and open up Heat Live or Live Ultra, you'll see that we have a literal live TV setup with all of the channels that you would expect, from national to local to sports, Canadian, Latino, Peacock TV, UK channel, 24/7, all these really great channels, including live sports and pay-per-views, can all be watched here as well. So absolutely solid device. If we head back, you'll notice that they actually have quite a few apps that are available to download and use, and those are actually really good as well. If we go to Ultra Hub, for example, this is basically a recreation of Flix. So this is very similar to the Flix interface, where you're able to access your movies and TV shows and things like that, all through an easy to use interface. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, hope you have a good one. Peace.